I want to remind everybody about what's happened over the last few months. In a few states across the country, we saw these kinds of people who are storming the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. today, storming state Capitol buildings, protesting against masks and other things that they felt were so against their freedoms. Those were basically auditions for today. They were trial balloons. They wanted to see how far they could go, how far they would be able to push law enforcement officers with little to no consequences. Today we're seeing it. People stormed the Capitol of the United States while a full session of Congress was in the building. Every single member of the House, every single member of the Senate, the incoming vice president, the vice president of the United States today, were all in the building. And not much happened to them. This is a terrifying day in America. And we really have to ask ourselves, how did we get here? But also, who is responsible? The answer for who's responsible is pretty clear. Trump and the Republican Party. But how did we get here? It's a much longer story. And we really need to look inward and figure out, how did we get to the point where Republicans were defending and supporting these kinds of actions that were happening in various places across the country. And now today, when it's on their front doorstep, are still not directly confronting these protesters. I've seen a few tweets from a few Republicans saying things like, support the police, thank you for the DC police, we appreciate it. Not much condemnation of the people who are actually storming, vandalizing, and attacking the Capitol building. I've seen a few Republicans speaking out, Adam Kinzinger for one, props to him, but he's in the very few minority. The majority of the party is either silent or they were encouraging this up until the moment that it happened. That should terrify everyone. We need to do better than this. I don't know how we can with the current Republican Party. I don't know how we move forward from this. I don't know how you go back to making general legislation, moving things in a bipartisan way. I don't even know how we're going to have an inauguration day where, the president-elect is supposed to be sworn in. There's going to be a number of people there from our government, from the courts, from the legislative branch. How can we guarantee their safety when this happened today? Is DC going to become, a new police state where we have checks everywhere and we have armed National Guard everywhere? I don't know where we go from here. This is a terrifying day.